Incoming! A brand new all-time high for silver is incoming. I say it imminently a lot, but now I really mean it. Well, I meant it before, then I didn't because of price movement. Now the price is back over a certain price. Here is silver on the, what are we talking, daily time frame priced in USD. You're watching Good Morning Stackers. Let's get straight to the silver stuff, and then we'll do our shout outs and everything else that we do here at Good Morning Stackers. Use the time codes below to go to your favorite part if you're not watching it live. Silver on the daily, $53.32 US cents. Excellent. Good to see. So we smashed through. I'll show you these couple of things. This is the macro view, and we've been talking about this for a while. It had to get through here. It did. Then it went back below. I said you don't want to see it start closing below this line right here. Little spike. Thank goodness for that spike, hey? That is really, really good. We love the spikes in the downward direction. It did say, though, that this was not a 5-wave impulse move. So after we broke down here, you weren't going, well, I actually said, after you broke down here, I could be correcting myself here, that you weren't going to get that 5th wave impulse. Now, what I don't think this is, actually, no, that's true. It's actually a really positive thing because we broke down through here. So for example here, 1, 2, 3, 4. But because we did this thing here, that's now not a 5-wave impulse move. Now, if that were a 5-wave impulse move, you would have seen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then a bit of a correction. Instead, though, and of course I've got a fly buzzing around, you can't hear it. Instead, what we've done is it looks like we've just reset here. We've found beautiful support, lovely spike. It actually closed in the top half of that zag zone, which was really good. And now it looks like you could say, I'll say on the 4-hour, this could be the start of a new impulse. Okay, maybe one, who knows, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Like we could be, it could be better than just a 5-wave impulse and then we just fall back down. So this actually could be something starting even bigger, which is a good thing. Yes, did you know this is live? Of course, I'm Joe Main, by the way. Who am I? Stacker of precious metals, work for 3 major gold and silver bullion dealers here in Australia and all that stuff. And we broke through here again and we're holding above it, but it wasn't this one in particular. It was this one here. If I take it from this high and this low, I definitely don't think you can hear that bloody fly buzzing. I'm coming to you from Melbourne in Australia. Get your comments in right now. We'll do the synchronized slurp eventually, but you've just got to see this amazingness for silver. This one right here. I said once you get through here and clear through here, that was around about your 52.20-ish kind of area. Brand new all-time high coming for silver really quickly. And that would just be in a matter of weeks and not months. So looking really good. I posted here on, if you can do me a favor, head over to facebook.com/the Joe Main. I know it's a bit wanky. Sorry. It's a little bit wanky, but the Joe Main. I posted over here. Let's see if we can see it. Can you do that? I need to get over 100 followers on there because it's a brand new page so that I can start live streaming for there too. But I said silver now smashed it convincingly through the blue zig zone on both the larger and now the smaller time frame. Those two I just showed you. New all-time high coming this week, maybe. We're at some daily candle body resistance right now. Next week, likely. Next month, definitely. While above 51 US dollars. So we could push for the end of the week. I'll show you on the weekly. Geez, it's looking nice. We could push up through a new all-time high and close this week at it. That would be fantastic. Above the previous all-time high would be lovely. Closing, that is such a strong move. If you close this week, I'm not saying it's happening, but if you close this week, the candle body, see that's the wicks, right? And then the solid is the body. If you have a body close above there, watch out. Okay, that is really, really positive. Who knows? Let's see. Some people are talking about an ascending triangle, so that might take a little bit longer to play out. So let's talk about that. This could be this happening. And, we're just speculating. Does it really matter over the longer term? No, but learning this stuff, as I've said a million times before, and if you're one of my brand new 150-something new subscribers since yesterday, because my Silver prediction video by 2030 has done really, really well. Thanks, algorithm. If you're one of those, I like to talk about the smaller timeframes in terms of technical analysis, etc. I don't trade silver on the daily time frame. I do trade in and out of mining stocks and what. So knowing where the silver price is going on the daily and the weekly does matter, but I stack silver for the longer term. But knowing how technical analysis works on the shorter term informs you. It's all the same on the longer term. It's just longer term. Cool. My point was an ascending triangle pattern. So some people are suggesting, oh, look, it's an ascending triangle. You don't usually break out of that so quickly. So some people are suggesting, okay, maybe we come up to this kind of area and then just sort of faff around for a bit, pick a thing, down into here maybe, and then an eventual. But that would take it to what, mid-December, something like that. I could see that happening, but anyone who's telling you, oh, it's definitely shooting through or it's definitely going to reject here and head down, don't believe them. They're either lying to themselves or they're lying to you for some kind of reason. Even the greatest experts in the world never know exactly what's going to happen because we don't have a crystal ball. But this will be very positive. Through there, act as support and then onwards and upwards. That would be ultra bullish, something like whatever, right? But while we're above here, that new all-time high is coming really soon, and I mean definitely in December, while we're above it. If we start closing back down through this zone here, okay, and also particularly, if I show you back here, we had it before, this one, give me a moment. I should just have them all drawn in. If you start falling in particular back through this zone, so that's it's actually at the same spot, around about 51 US dollars, you're going to be asking the question, all right, they're back out of this really important zone here. So when you come down, you retrace 1/3 to 2/3 of the move. It retraced all the move, but then went back down. Perfect support. If it's getting back down into this zone again, you're going, well, hang on, why is that? Why aren't the buyers stepping in here? Particularly if you start falling through that $49 level, not good. Okay, that would just say, okay, a bit more consolidation happening. You actually would have broken that ascending triangle pattern as well. So yeah, you don't want to see it go back through $49. Okay. You may want to see it go back through 49 if you're looking to load up more. Many people are. I get that. But if you're done like me, it's like, come on, man, just let's go. Come on. I've got families to feed. Not families, a family. One family to feed. You don't want to see that, preferably. Okay, through there, then we'd be talking about lower prices. Could be good for you, but let's just head up, shall we? So that's where we're sitting at the moment. But I can see right now, while above at least that $51 mark, I'm seeing new all-time high imminently in just less than a month. Okay, hopefully today, hopefully next week. Let's see how we go. Let me know in the comments what you think. I'm going to go to the comments and the shout-outs. And I'm also going to ask you, and then we'll get on to gold, platinum, we'll do Bitcoin and crypto, we'll do any assets that you want me to have a look at. I'll take chart requests as well. Can you do me a favor though? Head over to x.com/itsjoemain as well. That would be really helpful. Why? Because I would really like you to follow me over there. I've got over 4,000 followers on X, and you get to watch me do this amazing thing every single time. I try to get a little trendy on the X platform. I'll update that. Then I'll see a bunch of people come through on the live stream. Speaking of all the people on the live stream, let's do a few shout outs, shall we? We have, a bunch of people watching. Fantastic. And of course, can you please and thank you join my private silver investor club? It's only from $1 a month. You get free silver giveaways, silver specials, and an amazing community of like-minded investors. That link is somewhere. Niels Hahn Dynasty says, buy silver and crystallized osmium. Well, that's unusual post for you. Hey, howdy, hey, says Dennis McManus. It's been a while since I've seen you, mate. CT from the Lone Star State in Texas. GMS, y'all. GMS, y'all. That's not how you speak, and that's a terrible accent. Oh, I apologize. Once, twice, 3 times, lady. Absolutely. G'day, champs. And what you're talking about there is the price. The once, the twice, the 3 times a charm. Yeah, 3 times a lady. And Mon is here as well. Good to see you. Let's do a synchronized slurp before we get on to the rest of the day. Okay, grab your tasty beverage, whatever you're drinking. I don't care what it is. I do care what it is. I do. Don't harm yourself. Alcohol is poison. But, a little bit of poison every now and then. I get it. Whatever you're drinking, raise your whatever you're drinking it in, and I want you to slurp it with me now. It is the synchronized slurp. It's the slurp heard around the world. You must do it audibly. It is the honor system. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. After all that talking, I need a bit of moisture. Speaking of talking and speaking of singing, I wasn't, but big plug. If you happen to be in the Melbourne area, I'm just waiting for a few more people to come in after that Twitter post there, the X post. If you're wanting to do something on a Friday night in the amazing town of Melbourne in Australia, why don't you head down to the casino? The Crown Casino, the big mega complex, the Crown Casino, as you all know and love. You could see me shaking my thing with the amazing band called Mama Jam. Yes, Mama Jam. Covers like you've never, the mother of all cover bands, right here. We are playing at Crown Melbourne at the club called Echo State. It used to be called the Groove Bar. Now it's called Echo State. Don't know why they keep changing it every now and then. On stage from 9:30 p.m. To 1:30 a.m. Come and have a flutter in the casino thing. Win some money. Come upstairs. Jam out with the band. It's always a good time on a Friday night. 9:30 p.m. to 1:30 p.m. 1:30 a.m. Crown Melbourne Echo State, the place. And what else do you need to know? That's it for the moment. Let's get into some other stuff. Imminently, yes, says Philly Beef, your favorite word, and a great word of that. It is a great word. I do agree. GMS says, living Adam man, good to see you, my friend. And anyone using Pepperstone for brokering? No, I don't use Pepperstone. GMS says, the Mando Dad, good to see you, my friend. A lot more people popping up now. Zach Alouche. What up, Joe? What up, Zach? It's good to see you, friend. If you didn't know Zach, if you're watching this on the little side part, if you're traipsing through X and you're watching it on the side part, that's good. But if you want to take part of the chat, you just have to. You're chatting, therefore you know how to find the chat feature. Far out. Where's silver going? Well, we just talked about it, my friend. Silver has a bit of a rise recently, yes. So we just showed the price of silver. I'll show it once more and then we'll get into gold. That was just me plugging my band gig. So as I said before, silver looking fantastic, and I think a new all-time high is coming imminently in just a matter, it could likely next week, if not first couple of weeks of December, while we are above $51 US. Never want to cross below $49 again if you want to see silver just go onwards and upwards from here. Cool. Let's take a look at gold. Good old poor gold. Poor gold's lagging behind. Now, it might be breaking and making new all-time highs, maybe, but we're not out of the woods yet. So just like I showed you on silver, it's through its zag zone, through that blue box, right? That's good. But gold has not done that yet. Now, it's done it on this smaller time frame. It's kind of like an inverse, actually. It's done it on this smaller time frame here, I think. If I take that and that, let me check that. You and you. And yeah, so you're through the top end of its zag zone. Okay, so that's good. That's a good news. Right there, it's through that zone. So on this mini time frame from this high and this low, we're in a symmetrical triangle. Okay, we just have to break through. So through the 618, good. Now you've got to break that downtrend line. If we show you on the 4 hour though, what's it looking like? On the 4 hour, finding exact resistance. Isn't it amazing how these patterns work, right? It's almost like people believe they're a thing and then they place their trades accordingly and then it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. Funny that. On the 4 hour, you have a bit of momentum loss on the 4 hour. So I'm expecting resistance to come in here at least today. I'm not expecting this to punch through. Could be wrong, but just on the 4 hour, if you see that, rising prices. But flattening out or slightly lowering prices on the relative strength index. And if we have a look at the volume, same thing on the volume. The volume is not supporting that move. So it says no. So I'm going to say rejection here at that 41.70, and we're going to see a little bit of a dip. What you don't want to see, just like I showed you with silver, you really don't want to see it preferably get back through that 44,090 area, and you definitely don't want to see it start closing through that downtrend, this uptrend line here, or else boop, 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 and then we'll talk about some lower prices coming. Okay, but on the 4 hour, I can expect a little bit of a dip. Where down to? Maybe back down to there. Yeah, that's previous resistance right there. Yeah, previous resistance there. See that cluster? Getting a little bit detailed here, isn't it? Sorry. Anywhere off here, I'd love to see that. I would love to see that. Would be perfect. I don't want to see that. Okay, not good. And then we'll be talking about lower prices for gold. Cool. That's what I'm seeing, a little bit of resistance at the moment. I'm not expecting it to break here today. Hopefully I'm wrong. So that's gold. Longer term though, gold. I mean, let's just quickly do the old gold thing. Let's take a look at where we are in gold on the quarterly time frame on the logarithmic chart, just out of interest. Hello. Okay. Gold over the longer term going higher. Okay. I think we're probably good for a pump higher in the next few months again because of silver seasonality, gold seasonality out to that February, April timeframe next year. You're going to see gold at higher prices from now. I just thought in that 4 hour kind of daily, that 4 hour time frame, we're probably going to see a little bit of a dip, but I'm more bullish on this happening, on that thing happening, rather than I'm more bullish on that or that than that. Okay, I don't think that happens. I think it's much more likely that. Go away, people. Can't you see I'm doing something? So I'm much more bullish on that. So I'll give it much more than a 50% chance, and I'll call it 70% chance that we see that much more likely. Might be a great opportunity for you to load up if it does that, but yeah, I'm favoring that. Cool. That's gold. Let's take a look at platinum. Then we'll take a quick look at copper, and then we'll do some more shout outs. Then we'll take a look at some other assets. Get your chart requests in now. Any asset whatsoever. If it's chartable, I will take a look at it right now for you. Whether it's a stock or a crypto or a whatever. Cool. Ooh, yeah. All right. Here is nice. Oh, here's platinum on the daily time frame price in USD, 1,589. We are, let's see, what is this I've got drawn in? I don't know. Why is that on the logarithmic? I also don't know. Don't know why that's on the log. Go away. There we go. That's so annoying. Let's do that and that. That brush tool, you can leave as well. Cool. So platinum on the weekly, looking absolutely phantasmic. Of course, we had that move here. Is that a rectangle? It's going to like me? No. Is that a rectangle? Nope. I'll just draw it in again. Nope. I'll do it all the way down here. The big zag zone. There we go, right there. We came up and tested that exactly on the weekly time frame. The high, 2,300 in 2008. The low, 560 in March of 2020. We all know what happened there. That was just a big overcorrection. Now we've got, fuck off. Now we've got some rejection here on some bearish divergence as well. I need to see it clear out of 1,640 US dollars roughly in order to say onwards and upwards from here. So we're not out of the woods just yet. This could be a little bit of a rally, a bit of a dead cat bounce before we tick over, because we do have higher high and lower high on the relative strength index, as I've shown you before. Sort of a flattening out. Okay, so it shows a bit of momentum loss. Breaking through that 1640 though, that's the kicker for me. It's like, oh, okay, maybe that's some hidden bullish divergence on a smaller time frame. And on the lowering volume, if I take the daily, let me get this up for you. Platinum is one you should absolutely be looking at, and if you don't own some platinum, I would highly recommend that you do, because it has some great times of outperforming this versus gold in particular, and sometimes, and maybe eventually versus silver. Silver is the king. I think platinum's the queen, and gold is the bronze, is the joker. Not the joker, but you know what I mean. Yeah, get out of there, and we're really looking fantastic. So until we're out of there, we have to say, okay, just still bearish blinkers are on for now. On the opposite case, I do love the fact that it has... we could be having some hidden bullish here. Is that potential? Higher high, equal high. Okay, we could be ticking over here. As long as you start creeping through here, we're looking really good for a continued pump. Just watch out from here, any kind of fake out, and then we'd be talking about some lower prices coming. But platinum over the longer term looking absolutely smashing, and it will smash the all-time high eventually, and we are going to go to, I think, $5,000+ US platinum over time. Good. Copper. I'm doing these sort of larger things for the brand new subscribers. Again, 150 new subscribers plus since my video from yesterday, which has had nearly 8,000 views. That's good for my channel. When I only have like 3,500 followers. Pretty good, hey? Here's copper on the monthly time frame. I'm loving this. I just needed to start creeping through $5.40, and where onwards and upwards we go. So that's pretty much all you need to know. Massive accumulation range for like 14, 15 years. Finally breaking out, and I think copper will do very well in the long term. Of course, to do with the AI revolution, infrastructure, it all needs copper, all of it. More electricity means more copper. More power means more infrastructure. More power needed means more infrastructure, and it means a butt-ton more copper. You need a hell of a lot of silver, and for power production, nuclear is the way it seems to be going. Yes, solar panels too, but that's a lot of silver as well, isn't it? But uranium too, okay? If you want me to take a look at any uranium stocks today, I can certainly do that. Let me just show you uranium. Since we're here, why not? What was that? The Aussie... Oh, I just clicked on the Aussie dollar for some reason. Okay, let's take a look at the Aussie dollar. Aussie dollar... I couldn't be bothered. No, don't want to. Let's take a quick look at uranium, shall we? Let's look at uranium miners. URA. Dang, Joe, where is it? URA. Okay, here is, speaking of uranium, which is going to be one of the big three commodities to go through a continued commodity super cycle, is uranium. Copper, silver, uranium. Gold's good, but gold's, more your store of wealth, where silver and copper and all that's used in more so in industrial than gold is. And uranium you're going to need for all your nuclear power. This is URA. So this is the Global X Uranium ETF, meaning it's a global conglomeration of a bunch of different larger cap uranium miners, and you just buy the index instead of buying individual stocks. Cool. This is in the middle of, and not done, but you're in the middle of you're in the middle of wave 3. Could that be wave 4? Maybe. Let's have a look here. What am I doing? Patterns. Impulse. 1, 2, roughly. In the middle of 3. I don't think we're done with wave 3. And then you've got, wave 4, wave 5. Ignore the price. Okay, I'm just saying that's where you are. I think you're still in wave 3. Okay, I don't think you're at the top of wave 3. Just yet? No, not on the weekly. No, you're not showing any kind of bearish divergence to say that is the wave 4. Okay. No, I don't think so. So I think you're still probably in wave 3. Anyway, it's looking really good, the URA, and I think once it breaks through this zone here, and of course, where did we find exact resistance so far on the monthly time frame? Well, at the top end, now that's going to be the logarithmic. I bet if I do that, that's the logarithmic. Yeah, that's the logarithmic version. Okay, so on the logarithmic version of the ZAG zone, you're actually through that zone. That's a really good sight to see. And then you're finding it as support. We spiked down into it, but you're finding it. It might hold this month as support. That's really good. Okay, that's on the logarithmic. And on the linear scale, if you get rid of that, this one, on the linear, you're actually finding resistance at the top end of that ZAG zone. And then we just need to get into there. And once you start clearing through, I would expect some kind of resistance coming in here. Watch for big resistance on URA at $85, but we're at $44 right now, okay? I'm expecting something like this. We get into here. That's when you'll probably find some big resistance, and then you take a bit of a break for a while, okay? But yeah, looking really good over the longer term, and I think eventually down the track with just nuclear technology, I think you're going to at least touch the previous all-time high at $133. That's down the track though. Cool, that's URA. Or you can get into individual uranium miners as well. I do have a bunch myself. The market is about to open in 5 minutes, the Australian market. So I'll do some shout outs, maybe take a chart request, and then take a look at the market openings, see how what the market's done in the first few minutes. And then we'll do some Bitcoin and crypto. For S&Gs, no, that's not the one. This is the one. Let's do some more shout outs. Plenty more people watching now. Fantastic. I see. So Living Out Man says, been playing with a demo account on Pepperstone. Good. Play with the demo accounts. The thing with them are, that was great. That was great sentencing. The thing with demo accounts is, you're playing with fake money, meaning you're willing to take more risks psychologically. Now, as long as if you're really, really steadfast with it, and you have a real solid ethic with it or plan, yeah, you'll just trade what you think you would trade personally if you're putting your real cash up. But still, there, I think there's this thing. So demo accounts are good to get your way around a platform and also the way around technical analysis, etc. But eventually, just got to start putting some of your own cash in, and it forces you to be less, or to be more risk assessing, if that makes sense. Cool. But I'm sure you know what you're doing, Living Out Man. I'm not sure if gold will decouple from silver just yet. Decouple will in the opposite direction. I mean, let's quickly take a look at, why do I keep doing that? No. What the fuck is going on? Sorry. That was a terrible one. Let's take a look at the gold to silver ratio while we're here, before we get into the other stuff. Gold to silver ratio. Here's the GSR. Tanking like a stone. Sorry, not sorry, gold. If you're looking at this on the logarithmic, then I have to move. Thing. I hate TradingView sometimes, even though I just upgraded. If you're looking at the logarithmic, then we're coming to test this support once again. Now, remember I said recently, if you're testing support again so quickly, we had a rough test there. If you're testing it really quickly after that, more likely it is to start breaking down, and that means silver way outperforming gold, and will continue to do. If I look at this on the linear, we've actually already broken it. Or have we? No, sorry, I actually haven't broken it yet on the linear, okay, but we're getting really close. So we're through that support zone there. It's just looking really good for silver versus gold, and we can take a look at that in the other way. Gold to silver ratio, it's now back in its normal range, and silver will continue, I think, to massively outperform silver over time. Number go up, number go down, blah, 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 whatever. You're going to get down to that 50-1 ratio at some point for sure. Guaranteed. 99.99% guaranteed. Ooh, I might have to buy that. My alerts are going off now. Guaranteed to get back to the bottom end, if not overshoot. But imagine buying silver here at 78 and swapping it for gold because you just love gold. Well, you hate silver. Silver sucks. You don't buy gold now. You buy silver now and you swap it for more gold later on down the track, because that's happening. Okay? Do that. And hopefully, in a silver run, which it does, it overshoots that mark as well. So buy gold, 5%, 10% as your insurance policy, sure. But if you're picking between gold, should I buy gold or should I buy silver? It's silver all the way. All the way. You should, well, based on your risk assessment, I shouldn't tell you what to do, but I'm all silver. I have a little bit of gold. I'll tell you what I do. I'm all silver, man. All of it. Okay. Love gold, all silver. Oh, I've got a whole bunch of stuff going on here. Let's check out the markets. I have my alerts going off, so let's check them out. What have I got here? I've got them all going off. Let's see. Okay, let's see what's gone off today. Let's have a look. So Boss Energy has just alerted me that it is crossed up. Oh yeah, Boss Energy, okay, on the daily time frame has just crossed up through that level there. So Boss Energy is up a little bit. BMN, which is also, I really want to take that trade really quickly. BMN, which is Bannerman Energy, has just crossed up as well. That is also in the uranium space. So both Boss Energy and BMN are both in the uranium thing. I'll go to the 4 hour. Oh, yeah, okay. MQG has just, whatever this, it's Macquarie Group, has just crossed it, but it's finding some resistance. Okay, cool. So, all right, if it starts closing the day above that there, I'd be looking at getting into that. And that Boss Energy, maybe not Boss Energy. I'm more bullish on BMN, Bannerman Energy, than I am on Boss Energy at this stage. And let's see what else is happening, and then we'll get to Bitcoin and crypto. Okay, the portfolio's up a nice little bit today. Let's go to, I'm going to show you my screen. I'll show you the whole screen, and so you can see on the right-hand side here my orange ones. Okay, I'm going to show it to you via, no, I'll do it via this way. All the yellow flags are things that I'm in. This might not be exact because I did get in and out of a couple, okay? Let's see what's doing well today. Oh, yes! Oh, okay. Gapped up. ATS, which I've spoken to you about before. This is Australis Oil and Gas, has just opened really nicely. I got in down here and we're up here. We are up 30% for the day. It was around sitting at 1.3 cents. We're now up to 1.7 cents. Fantastic. Maybe there's some news on that. Let's have a look. List Corp. What was it? ATS. Any news, or is it just cause? Australis Oil and Gas. News from this morning. TMS development, partnering, and financing transactions. I can't have time. I don't have time to spend to. Is it good or not? Just like I'm not going to read all this, and I'm not going to read it with you. Australis has also today executed a purchase and sale agreement with an affiliate of blah 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 blah. Okay, obviously the market has gone. That's really good news. So the price has pumped 30%. Fantastic. What else is doing well? Let's have a quick look. I'll just do that instead, and I'll do it this way. What's pumped? That's the other way, Joe. So then we'll do it that way. No, Joe, for fuck's sake. Okay, that. And then we'll get to Bitcoin and crypto, I promise. So ATS is up 30%. Fantastic. VAR, doesn't matter. It's such a small cap that a 20% move is 1 pip, so it doesn't matter. E25, which I think I'm still in. Am I still in E25? I think so. That's also to do with, let's find out. Am I in E25? I am in E25. That is to do with uranium again. So it looks like all uranium stocks are having a good bid at the moment. Of course, SilJ, this was from overnight. So the Silver Junior mining stocks. Oof. If you're not in Silver Junior miners, consider that. And the SIL is just the large cap silver miners. Of course, SBSW, Sibanye-Stillwater, the largest platinum miner. Looks like it is not having more bearish divergence there. It's looking really well. Looks like it might be good for a further pump. Let's see what else is up a little bit. Okay, some stuff. Good. Where are we? CSL is up. That's my trade on that. Good. BRK, which is one I just got in not that long ago. This is Brookside Energy. It's oil and gas as well. So that's looking really nice. That is up. Actually, that's had no move so far. A couple of things are down as well. So good for my ATS. Fantastic. That's exactly what I like to see. All right, let's get into some final comment. Not final comments, but yeah, nice one, Joe. Good. Let's go back here. Any more comments, and we'll get into Bitcoin and crypto. Even if the gold and silver ratio is falling in silver's favor. Okay, yeah. Gold is poor man's platinum soon. I do agree with that. Whatever happened to Chat Mum? Yes, Tony Peterson, we don't know. Like, because of where she lives and the weather and all that kind of stuff. And sometimes she pops in every now and then. She said hello to me through the Silver Investor Club not that long ago. She must be really busy with stuff, I imagine. But we miss our Chat Mum. Hello, everyone. Says Knackers, the demo account is a must. They won't give... Oh, okay. They won't give you a real... Oh, really? So you have to prove yourself with a demo account on Pepperstone before they give you a good one. I see their reasoning. Makes sense. So with something like Moo, you can just, do it. How about Platinum Joe? Did it already. Market just opened. Yes, it did. All right. Get your chart requests in while I take a quick look at crypto. We're having a little bit of a move in crypto. Just a little, not huge. Let's see. Okay. Coinbase? No. Bitstamp? Yes. Go away. Don't want you. Piss off. And your trend line, I don't care for your trend line. Who wants your trend line? Okay, here is Bitcoin on the daily time frame priced in USD, 90,500. We are still having that relief rally. So far, it is only that. It is just a relief rally at this stage. Okay, from that high and that low, you're looking at getting into, this is on the linear scale. You're looking at getting back into this zone. Watch out anywhere between here. As I said, kind of like 90,000 to, was it 96? Something like that? Yeah, 97. That's on the linear. If we're looking on the logarithmic, it's a little bit different. It's much of a muchness. Okay. This is going to be a key area. It's always a key area, isn't it? But it really is true. You've got to get through that zone of 97,000 roughly. You can easily reject here in this zone, and then that's just a relief rally. Great, we had that bottom. Oh, the bottom's in, guys. The bottom's in. Fantastic. Oh, shit. Oh, the bottom's in, guys. The bottom's... Oh, crap. Okay. Be aware of that. Or we could even potentially top out here. So now that we're looking at it on the daily time frame, on the daily, you are still in extremely... Well, you're not in extremely. You've come out of oversold. That's good, but look at the volume. The volume's still kind of crappy. I mean, it's confirming that move, but now we go into the smaller timeframes and see if there's any momentum loss happening to gauge whether we might find resistance at this bottom end or closer to the top end. At this stage, on the 4 hour, no momentum loss. Starting to get into overbought, but there's no momentum loss yet on the 1 hour. No, nothing really saying. No, not even yet really on the half an hour. Maybe some potential bearish divergence. Yeah, okay. So if we look on the 15-minute, okay, some potential bearish divergence on the 15-minute coming up right smack against that bottom end of the zag zone. Okay, so I am expecting this to be a little bit of resistance, and then I'm expecting that kind of thing, bearish divergence, and I think you're going to see some lower prices on Bitcoin within the first few hours, maybe even this entire day. Okay, so I'm thinking a down day for Bitcoin today. Bearish divergence on the 15-minute, could be wrong. Maybe come down to here, maybe come down to here in that zone. That's going to have to quick smart get into this zone. Okay, if you start closing down through about 88,000, then it looks like that's going to be the rejection. And then, yeah, bad news bears for your Bitcoin holders. It means it's just a relief rally. If we do get into this blue zone, that means, okay, we're just creeping higher and higher, but it doesn't mean you're out of the woods yet. You've got to start, getting through there. Get through there, and you're like, oh, crap. All right, so now sellers aren't willing to sell sellers aren't willing to sell for that profit. They're waiting for higher prices. So if they're not selling here, you're going, oh, shit. They really think this is the bottom here. Okay, so they're not willing to sell until much higher. That's bullish, okay, for Bitcoin. But anywhere in this zone is the expected resistance range. I'm expecting that, or that, based on where I think we are. I think we're probably cycle topped, and a lot of people do think we are cycle topped as well. But that's just my opinion, and I will change my opinion like that if when we start creeping through, at least through that 97, I will absolutely change my tune completely if when you start getting through about 100 and, it was about 110, 112,000, anywhere in that area. Let me show you why. On the longer term, get rid of you and you. No, I'll keep you, but I'll hide you. That means you might be retracing a larger move, and if that's the high and that's the low, if the low is in for Bitcoin and we continue onwards and upwards from here, then isn't that interesting how that all kind of lines up there? Yeah, it's actually sitting right now at about 108,000, 109,000, which sits perfectly with, let me just move that out the way so you can see it, previous support. Right there. Fuck off. I hate this thing. Buyers. I'm getting alerts through going off. If you start getting through there and those don't become sellers and they become buyers and then you buy off there, that's support. Holy shit. I will tell you, Bitcoin will make a new all-time high really quite quickly after that. So that's kind of the zone, the battle zone there at 108,000. Until we're over that, no bueno for the Bitcoin. So I have a bunch of other alerts going off. What's going on here? Watch this. HMC crossing through. Ooh, really? So I got all my alerts going on now. Dang, I want to take that trade, but I don't think I have available cash for it. So that was Bitcoin. Let's take a quick look at the others market. Oh, interesting. Having a little bit of a rise. Others market, altcoin market minus the top 10, 224 billion. As of right now, that's just a relief rally. Don't have anything else to tell you other than really that. Okay. Relief rally, and I'm expecting lower prices. Yeah, that's it. Bitcoin dominance. Whoa, Jesus. Finding. There we go. These alerts are annoying me. I'm just going to mute that for a minute so I don't hear it. A bit of a bounce on Bitcoin. So Bitcoin dominating versus altcoins. Not a lot to say with that. I am expecting lower prices. However, you've had a bit of a rise. Here is Toshi on the daily time frame, price in USD for the Toshi fam. Possible move higher. It's only possible at this stage, and I won't be more rah for Toshi until we start crossing above that line around about there, sitting at that 44 mark, 0044 mark. Okay, looks like we might be making a play for it. Cool, good to see. It is the meme coin of meme coins. I will be back in because I was in, then I'm out. I will be back in on a lovely break of there. Cool. So 4445 would signal a really good amount of strength. So that would actually suggest, well, really the ultimate is if you do the following, because this would be a non-failure swing, which is the most bullish of reversal patterns. Okay, if this is a bottom here, which it really could be, because you've got some great bullish divergence on the daily time frame. Okay, so that's where you've got a lower low here, but look at that higher low right there. So that's bullish, right? If you get through there, 4.5, looking good. If you clear through that 5 area, that is a non-failure swing pattern, which is really, really bullish. It's the most bullish of all patterns, where instead of making a lower high, then a higher low, then a higher high, it just sails through the previous high right there, and it just makes a higher high first. That's showing a lot of strength. Then it was a big spike. Now, if you make a lower high and you do that non-failure swing, bullish divergence on the daily, really good sign for Toshi, which means it would probably be a really good sign for crypto in general as well. Cool. That's all I want to talk about for the day's proceedings. Let's do some comments, and I will take any chart requests that you throw out to me right now, unless we're just doing final comments. Let's see. Silver all the way, says Living Adam Man. I absolutely agree. Bryce says, I bought a 47-piece silverware set at a garage sale for $10. I opened it up and discovered it's real antique silver. Wow. All staped 800, which means 80%. Yes, the whole thing is worth about $2,500. Good on you, Bryce. Love those finds, man. That is really cool. Well done. Yeah, Moo is not ASIC related. Oh, Moo is not ASIC related in Australia. Apparently, it's a regulatory requirement. But ASIC is chess sponsored, meaning if something happens and the platform goes down, because it's chess sponsored, you don't lose your shares. I'm going to ask the question: is Moo ASIC related? All right, we're going to ask: is Moo ASIC compliant? I guess ASIC related. Compliant in Australia. Let's find out. I'm asking Grok. You guys can say yes. Moo, operated by Moo Securities Australia, is compliant with the Australian Securities and Investment Commission. It holds an AFSL, so financial license, which ensures it meets ASIC's regulatory standards for providing financial services in Australia. Yeah, this includes requirements for blah 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 blah. Yeah, Moo's parent company, Futu Holdings, also maintains global licenses, reinforcing its compliance framework. So as far as Grok's telling me, it is ASIC regulated. Now I'm just asking it about the chess sponsorship. Chess sponsorship explained. Chess sponsorship refers to the relationship between you, the investor, and the ASX participant, usually a broker, such as Moo. What does it mean? Custodial. When you buy ASX shares on Moo, they are registered under your name on Chess. You are issued a unique holder identification number. This HIN stays with you for life. Even if you change brokers later, you can transfer the same number. You are the direct legal owner of the shares, not Moo. So Chess sponsored, right? Your holdings appear, blah, blah, blah. Summary. Yeah, Chess sponsored, ASIC regulated, all that stuff. Cool. Glad I could sort that out. I believe silver will hit $65 by year end. Mark my words. Your words have been marked. And you could be right. Yeah, absolutely. Could certainly be done. By 2026. Yeah, okay, sure. Gold at 5,000 by the end of 2026. Gold could hit over $5,000 in that February, April kind of time frame. Sort of early 5,000s, 51, 5,200, something like that. Doable in the first half of 2026. Thanks, Joe. I assumed wrongly based on the name. Fair enough. I will give you 1 more minute to get your comments, your queries, your questions, your chart requests in before I head out of here, unless we're going to stick around for a little bit. But while you're sticking around, could you please and thank you head over to the Amazing Silver Investor Club? I'd really love you to do that. Why? Well, it costs you $1 a month or $10 a year. You get a 17% discount when you buy the yearly version. Now, what is the Silver Investor Club? It's a club for silver investors just like you. For $1 a month, $10 US a year, why wouldn't you join? I mean, here's the reasons why you wouldn't: because you don't like free stuff and you don't like information and you don't like a like-minded community of silver investors. So join for that. Now, I'm going to suggest you join the premium version for $9 a month or $90 a year for the much extra benefits you get. But bare minimum, you get the community, okay, the price talk, the marketplace where you can buy, sell, or swap precious metals through the private marketplace. Okay, you've got the show and tell section. Okay, show off your silvery wares, and we'll go ooh ah. You've got just the fun section, just for memes and all that kind of stuff as well. You've got the hobby section. So if you're into other things, you can share those other things with all the Silver Investor Club members, and we'll go, oh, hang on, you like fishing? I like fishing too. Oh, you like this? You can form little mini clubs within the club. Okay. And of course, all the price talk, stocks, analysis, all that. Okay. Plus, as a $1 a month member, you get, well, first off, it's a 7-day free trial, but you get a silver bullion giveaway every quarter, once every 3 months. I will pull, I'll do a random number generator of all the $1 a monthers. And at the moment, you've got a really damn good chance of winning, like really, really high chance of winning, because this club is brand new. So there's not a whole bunch of members at the moment. And can I just give you a heads up? It is for the, it'll be for the paid members. Okay, let me go back here and show you. There's 272 members, but they're not all, they're actually most of them with the people who joined for free when I first started the club. So actually, there's probably a handful of $1 a club members, $1 a month club members at the moment. So you've got the largest chance in the world when we do the next quarterly giveaway to be one of that really small amount of people that wins free silver sent to you anywhere in the world. We'll figure out those details. Yeah, probably sent to anywhere in the world for like $1 a month. Okay, you got 4 chances plus the community, etc. Plus, with the $1 a month, you get a monthly silver bullion special from Perth Bullion Exchange, perthbullion.com.au, the greatest bullion dealer in all of Australia, perthbullion.com.au. So that's $1 a month. Now, if you want to pay $9 a month, here's why you really should. Well, instead of a quarterly silver bullion giveaway, there's a monthly silver bullion giveaway. And again, that pool of people that I'm, pulling the name out of the hat is really bloody small right now. So your chance of winning silver, 12 chances in the year, plus that really small pool of people in it, you got a really good chance, okay? Plus, of course, you get all the other stuff that we talked about before, the community. You get a weekly silver bullion special. And here's the real big kicker as well, a weekly private live stream hangout. You got to hang out with us on the Friday mornings. I might be changing that time and that day. We'll see. But we talk privately about silver, tutorials. We do workshops. We do spot price auctions in there as well. And this is all for the $9 a month or $90 a year. Okay, we're always $7 a month if you buy annually. Amazing, hey? That, or if you want to be one of my VIP members, of which I have one, you can pay that yearly amount. You get everything in the premium, plus you get 4 one-on-one strategy sessions with me, where I'll take you through your investment portfolio and I'll give you non-financial advice. I'll tell you what I would do in your particular situation. Cool. That's the Silver Investor Club. You want to be a member. Was that the big old plug? Yes, it was. Yes, Jason Rosana. Hey, did you sell all your Back to the Future coins? I sold most of them. I do have 1 or 2 left. I have at least one left. I have at least one, of which I am just going to hold on to for now. I think, unless you want to send me an email, unless you're really gung-ho on it, then let me know. That's a nice once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. You simply don't find, yeah, exactly, deals like that. Yeah, you paid 10 cents per ounce, basically. Capitalism is beautiful. What is the process? Fantastic question. What is the process to upgrade from $1 to $9? I'll put a link in there. All you do is the following. It's very simple. If you go to, I'll pop it in the chat. And I'm actually, thank you for the reminder. I'm going to make a post on how to do it. Let's go. If you click on that link, which I'm going to put up right now, it's school.com, that one. It takes you to the plans section, and then you can just upgrade from there. Okay, I think I'll put that in as a pinned comment, how to upgrade your plan, because everyone who is currently free has to choose whether they're going to stay on or upgrade their plans by December the 1st, because that's when it's just going to be paid people only, whether it's $1 a month or $9 a month, etc. Cool? Mon, yes. I did the thing, didn't like only having card payment. Oh, okay. Oh, wow. I did the thing, didn't like only having card payment as an option, so made a virtual card. Oh, wow. With my bank that expires 21st to pay for the year. Fantastic, Mon. Who knew you could do that? So that's a great top tip. The trouble with these kind of things is that my wonderful precious metals people are a little bit on the conspiracy side, wouldn't you say? We're all a little bit down that rabbit hole. We've been down that rabbit hole and all the way back again. And it's like, I don't want to give my credit card details. Who knew, right? So you can create a virtual card with your bank that's available for 24 hours. That's really cool. So there's another way everyone can do that without giving away all their bank details and all that stuff. Not that school.com platform is a multi-billion dollar platform that is really, really popular now. And so it's just like, if you buy anything else online and you use a credit card, do you have an Amazon account? So it's so secure, but I understand, Mon, that, that extra layer of security, I get it. Let's see. I think we're probably going to end the show now because we're near the 1 hour mark. And thank you to that wonderful person who just did that thing, who I will not say what their names are. I won't mention the names, but I've just had a yearly subscriber to the Silver Investor Club. So welcome, brand new member. Or maybe you've just upgraded. I won't say your full name, though. If you're in the Silver Investor Club, though, you can have a good old chat with that person as they've just joined. Fantastic. Let's get out of here, shall we? I've got things to do, and so do you. I've got a gig to get to tonight. Come down to Crown Casino in Melbourne. I'm singing with Mama Jam, all your favorite cover band stuff from the 80s, 90s, 00s, and everything else. Me, sans glasses in my gear and all that stuff. No, I'm not doing, it's not a Bono one. It's not a U2 show. Thank you all. Changed to $9 annual. Yeah, Bankwest can make virtual cards too. Fantastic. All right, let's get out of here. Grab your tasty beverages. I've got mine. You've got yours. Once again, if you're watching this for the first time, one of my new 150 plus subscribers, you get a live show on Tuesdays and on Thursdays, plus all the other amazing stuff in between. Bye from Perth Bullion Exchange. Head over to the Silver Investor Club. That would be great. Yes, Mon says, thanks, Joe. Have a nice day. Or we're going to dance it out and we'll do a synchronized slurp because you have watched.
Good morning, Stack. Oh, yeah, we're feeling fine. Good morning, Stack. It's podcast time.
Grab it.
Grab a tasty beverage. Let's get in the groove.
Let's do the
synchronized slurp. Now we're on the move.
3, 2, 1, go.
Good morning, Stack. Oh, yeah.
Good sesh, people. Love your work. Stay safe, stay informed, keep stacking wherever you're stacking, and you might get some content from me tomorrow. Have a great day. Bye.